Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Ellumacent Art. I'm Scott and hope you're having a wonderful day. Now I do apologise, I haven't been doing too many videos this week. Sadly I've been under the weather, I've not been feeling very well. But today I feel a little bit better, so I thought I'd do a tutorial video for you guys. So I thought I'd do something that's a little bit different. I didn't expect this to be a material I would try, but I thought why not when I saw it. And it's basically another type of inkjet type of material you can print your cards onto. Now what will it actually do? What effect will it have? And will it be able to be used professionally or to give you a professional look to your game? Well, that is what this video is all about. And the material that I'll be reviewing today, which is this right here, and it is the premium vinyl, and I will leave a link to this in the description box below. As I said, when I saw this, I didn't think it was going to work, but I thought why not? The whole point of me doing these videos is to give you guys so many different options that you can choose to make your games. So maybe vinyl would work, and that is why I thought I'll give it a go. All I'm going to do now is print my cards onto this, and all I need to do is make sure I'm using a photo paper setting. So that is all I advise if you're going to use this, is that you've got a photo paper setting and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to be using high resolution photo print setting because that gives me the most depth of colour. But as I say, any type of photo paper print setting, you'll be good. So I'll be back once I've printed my cards off. And voila, so I got my fronts of my cards printed onto the vinyl, and I've also printed some backs of my cards onto some photo paper. But because this is glossy and it has a glossy surface to it, I'm going to turn the light off so you guys can see better, especially the effect that this has. So if I bring this up to the camera just to show you the effect that the vinyl has, I mean, it's that glossy the camera struggles to focus, but as you can see the text is really readable there. The white works really well with the text. And to me it gives you a more professional look and feel. It doesn't feel bitty or chalky like photo paper does. It feels really nice and smooth. And as you can see, all the colours are bright and vivid, and the blacks are definitely black. They're not been faded, they're not saturated to like a dark silver or a dark grey. The blacks are what they should be. Sometimes when you use different card stocks, the types of colour get saturated, and the black is usually the one you notice the most. They get saturated, and that hasn't happened on this at all. So I'm really happy with how these have come out the printer and how the ink is, you know, transferred onto the vinyl. Because originally I thought when this was going through the print, I thought this is just going to have nothing on it but wet ink, and the ink wasn't going to absorb into the vinyl, because vinyl is a tough thing for wet ink to actually get absorbed into. And I'm really happy that didn't happen, because this vinyl gives your cards a really nice look to them. But that's enough of me talking about how they feel and how they look. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut a few out and then cut a few of the backs out and put them together. And then I'm going to do my final review and my final opinion. And that's the fronts and the backs all cut out. So hopefully, if I remember correctly, this is self-adhesive. So this should have a back that I just pull off and stick to this. So we'll just grab one and grab a back. And it helps if you've got nails. There we go. And if we get our front, this is going to be so awkward to put on. Hopefully I can do it. Right, so we've got our back, we've got our front. And let's see if we can do this. And gently pat down. Oh wow, okay, that was pretty easy to do, even on camera. Usually on camera things are a little bit tricky, but there we go, we've got our front and our back all put on. It gives it another good aspect to this, is the fact of being self-adhesive. You don't have to worry about glues and other things. So I think my advice at the moment with making homemade TCGs, especially putting fronts and backs on, especially if you are struggling to do one, you know, double-sided print on one piece of card, this is the best way to go, getting stuff that is self-adhesive, because you've only got to peel it off, stick it to your back, and that is it, you are done. Sometimes using tape and glue, it doesn't always stick your front and your backs properly, and sometimes after a couple of, you know, months or a couple of weeks even, the backs start to peel off from the front. So at least if you're getting self-adhesive, you know you're good to go, because this is stuck on now. That is why I was really nervous of putting the front on, in case I kind of, you know, bodged it up, but luckily I didn't. So for that, this seems to be really easy to use to actually put onto your backs without any real problems. And I've noticed with this vinyl, even though it's self-adhesive, there is no bubbles showing through whatsoever. There is no air bubbles, no trapped air. So this is really good material to use, because it's so easy to put onto your cards without any trouble. Now as you can see, it also gives you another thing that I'm really happy with, is an overall beautiful gloss shine to your cards. Now that is what makes your cards look so professional. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to round to the corners. we go, we've got the corners all done. I had no problem using the corner around it. The foil didn't get stuck or anything like that. It's really easy to cut. Sometimes foil can be a pain because sometimes it won't want to cut with the blade, as you saw from my guillotine when I used it on my shiny video. That is why I end up using scissors, but I had none of that issue with this vinyl, which gives it another big plus for me. So as I was getting the rest of my cards ready to end this video with, I thought what would happen if you did kind of, you know, put down this vinyl on a weird angle and you wanted to pull it back to actually realign everything properly. Would the vinyl rip, tear or fold or cause any damage? So we're going to find that out right now. So let's see how easy it is if you do end up making a mistake. So if you carefully peel it back, as you can see, there is no damage happening whatsoever. And all we need to do now that we've repeeled it is just line everything back up. And as you saw, this is really easy stuff to work with and doesn't cause you any troubles if you end up making a slight mistake or putting it on a slight angle, because you can easily peel this off and there's no damage done. So we're at the point of the video now, guys, where I show you the final results and give you my honest final opinion. So the first thing I want to talk about is what do I actually think about the final finished effect that this vinyl has, and how well did it actually perform making the cards. Now as you saw, the cards are very easy to use. It's very easy material to manipulate if you create an issue when you're putting your front and your back on, especially if it being self-adhesive. You don't have to worry about damaging anything if you have to peel something back and then putting it back onto the card. So if you take a look at Suki, you can see for yourself there's like this texture pattern showing through. Now all that is, guys, is basically the moisture from the stickiness reflecting back on the back of the card. I would say the backs of our card, because the backs of our cards are white. And I don't know if you noticed, but when I peeled Blaze back, when I showed you how easy it is to realign things, that the actual vinyl itself is see-through, so that is why you're getting this effect. But that, guys, is my only nitpick that I found with this vinyl. Now think about vinyl as well. As I said earlier, I was really lucky to get this effect and to be able to print onto vinyl, because vinyl is a very smooth surface to actually make ink absorb into. So to get this quality from a vinyl, I'm really happy with. So even with that nitpick, I am quite happy to say that I recommend this. And with that, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think to this vinyl? For me, I think it's a really good alternative to using cardstock and gloss papers, because one thing, it is cheaper, as you'll notice when you click the link, and two, it is really easy to work with. You're not going to damage anything, and three, it gives you a really nice gloss finish to your cards, and that is a really hard thing to achieve when you're doing homemade cards without actually putting a gloss coat or priming the card itself like the Game Crafter do. Because as you read the Game Crafter, when you actually choose the card stock, it tells you that they put a coating onto the card, and that's what gives the Game Crafter cards that smoothness and that glossy finished appearance, is that coating they add to the card stock. But as I said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But I just thought I wanted to share this with you guys, because it gives you another option, another opportunity, or another way that you can make your homemade TCG cards without expensive card stocks or expensive equipment, because all you gotta do is print onto this vinyl with a glossy photo setting, and as you saw, you are good to go. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, why not hit that subscribe button, because I've got loads of videos on the way, loads of helpful tutorial videos on how to make your own homemade TCG cards, booster packs, packaging, all that good stuff, even merchandise as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my tutorial videos. And I also got a load of speed art videos on the way. I've got loads of more character designs on the way, and I've got loads more drawing videos on the way as well. So make sure you don't miss out, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Have fun making TCGs, have fun playing them, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.